Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's Danny here from Our Humble Home DIY. Today I am continuing my lounge room makeover and I'll be focusing on the TV unit. I was going to get rid of these two TV units that I bought from Kmart. So they sell them at Kmart singly and I bought two, and we put the second one together in reverse so that pushed together they would make one unit. The legs come off and I've actually lost one leg, so you can see that it's bowing in the middle. The idea of this though is to make one cohesive, really nice looking unit that I can use. I did originally want to get rid of these. I thought I would buy another one to do up and get rid of these, but I really like the oak look with this wallpaper that I put up in the last video. So my inspiration for these units is actually these sort of thing, the very long units, sort of ultra modern. They look pretty high end too. Some are quite expensive, and I thought I'm going to do something like that with these two units. I had these bamboo armchair rest trays. You can buy them from IKEA and Kmart, and I've used them for furniture makeovers like that. Just basically stuck them on in the past as they are, all put together, and cut them to size. What I thought though is, could I take apart the actual slats on these and use them individually to create patterns and that sort of thing. Originally I thought I would just cut each one from the back the canvas, but then I thought I'm going to have to take the canvas off because it does tend to fray and you'll be able to see it if I stuck the panels on with that on. And then I thought I'd try to take off the canvas at the back, which I actually did think would be impossible. This is an IKEA tray armchair protector, so the canvas did come off very easily with this, and I was really surprised. I did have to buy a couple more. I thought I would need a couple more for this project, so I went to Kmart and bought two more. Turns out the Kmart ones actually were a bit more difficult to remove, the canvas at the back. It was pretty much impossible, and I thought what I'll do is I'll just wet the canvas at the back, which I didn't think would do anything to the glue, but surprisingly it must have done something to the canvas, and it just helped me remove that. Still tough to do, but it helped me to remove it a little bit more easily than it did in the beginning, that's for sure. Once I had removed the canvas from the back, I was just looking at the slats, and I noticed the IKEA slats were a lighter colour. They were also probably a few millimetres bigger in size, and I thought I'd just have to keep that in mind when using them. It didn't really make much of a difference, but that's something to keep in mind if you want to do this, and you want to keep your projects sort of uniform. Maybe buy them from the same place. So removing the doors was pretty easy enough, and I wanted to take the whole door front out and not have any of the attachment in there, just so the piece can lay flat. I had a bit of fun with the slats trying to figure out what design I would do, so I thought herringbone would be really nice, and then I thought maybe just plain slats, because that's quite a modern look these days, just the vertical slats. And I thought, what about vertical and horizontal slats? Thought that might look different. And then I thought, what about vertical, horizontal, and then vertical slats again? Oh, I did this for a long time, as you can see. And then I thought, what about random slats everywhere? You know, just to create some sort of interesting pattern. Then I went back to my herringbone design. By this stage, I was utterly confused, and so I thought, I'm just going to sit on it for a little while and see what we come up with. Probably was a few days later, because I did have to go to Kmart and buy some more of these bamboo tray armchair rest protector things. One night I was sitting and thinking, I'm just going to start, because I've been thinking about it too long, thinking about what design I'm going to do. I really did like the random design, that sort of putting the slats in all different directions. I sort of wanted to keep in mind too about the length of the actual slats here, because they needed to cover up to the end of the door front, if that makes sense. I didn't want having to cut any tiny little pieces to join. It would have looked weird. So that I had to keep in mind, and that sort of, is how I made my pattern, I guess. So if you can see the slats I'm putting in there. So I'm just make it to the end, and then I thought, okay, well, I'm not going to be able to put another slat there, so I'll go down the other way. I go down vertically, and I just kept going from there. And it was just a creative process. I didn't really know what I was doing at this point. I used one of the bamboo slats. Each time I glued a slat down, and that gave me the distance between each slat. I wanted that to be even, so that was good. And I used my hard as nails glue to stick them on. And when I get to this point, I'm thinking, that looks really weird. I didn't put any little tiny bits in. I thought I will cut the main pieces off, and then I will use the little offcuts to do that. But I was sort of a bit thinking at this point, does that look any good? I mean, there was no going back now, because I'd glued them on with hard as nails glue. They weren't going to come off. So I thought what I'll do is I'll cut them down, cut the edges off, and see what it looks like. I'm just applying some masking tape because that helps when you cut. Also, I'm using my jigsaw, which I didn't particularly want to do. I thought this is going to rip these things to shreds. I really thought it wouldn't work. I did want a multi-purpose tool, and I was on the verge of buying one. I thought I'll just try the jigsaw and see what happens. I have used a jigsaw to cut these in the past, so I thought it may work. I was pleasantly surprised when I revealed it did fray a few little pieces, which was okay. I could sand that back. Another problem though with this method was that it was hard to see where I was going, and I kept sort of running into the side of the door underneath because I couldn't see actually where it was. So I decided to flip this up the other way and cut it that way. And I did this for a few sides. It's just that I found that was even harder because it did tend to fray the bamboo a little bit more, and also some of the pieces sort of started falling off. And so I decided to flip it back the other way and try to find out where the edge was and draw a line along there, and that made it a little bit easier to cut neatly. So I had to continue to finish the design by just adding little pieces into where so you can see a couple of fallen off there where they'd been glued down and fallen off. I think that was because the smaller the area that's glued, the less it's going to hold. So that's fine. I can just glue those pieces back on, and I'm just filling in the little gaps there with the offcuts. So there are a lot of offcuts, and I kept all of them. And I can use those also for other projects as well. These are the offcuts, lots of different sizes and things, which worked out really well, because as you saw when I was putting the first one together, because the pieces were so long, there was really a lot of overhang. Now while I'm using the offcuts, there's not so much overhang, and I think I should be able to probably cut these off a little bit neater as well. I just got to this point in the editing and I realized that I hadn't said something really important. The second door has to be put on in reverse, just so when it's placed on the units and they're put together, it looks symmetrical. It doesn't look uneven and look strange. To do that, I just sort of had the other door there to look at and measured the distances, so that wasn't too hard. Turns out I really did actually love the design. Once it was all cut and finished, I loved it, absolutely loved it. Just sanding back where there were a few little bits that were frayed and sort of breaking off, and that did the trick really well. So I mentioned before that the pieces were bowing where the TV was, and I lost one of the legs and one had come off. I actually went to Bunnings and bought some more legs. The problem with these legs was I had a big screw in them, and I didn't want to drill a big hole in the bottom, so I took the screw out, and also they were too long, so I had to cut them down just to make sure that they would fit under the piece and be the right size. So I did that. I wasn't sure how I was going to do that, but the jigsaw cut that really well. So this is where I'm up to with the units. I've taken the doors off and I've put the panels on. But as it was two separate units, I actually still sell them at Kmart. We were just there before and they're $49 each now. I think they were, well, they might have been $49 or $45 when I bought them, but I think it was $39. Anyway, they're $49. So if you did want to do this, you'll get one extra long unit. We put one together in reverse and that was fine. The thing with that is that they're not actually joined together. So what I want to do is glue. I'm just going to glue them together. I guess I could screw them, but I'm just going to hard as nails glue them together. And I'm actually on this side, the top keeps coming off whenever we move it. So I'm going to glue the top on. I've also got to put, you saw me doing the little legs, and that will go in the middle because it does bow a little bit when the TV is on. So it'll be nice, one long, stable, secure unit. And then I'll be able to put the doors on. So before I do put the doors on, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to glue it all together and make it more stable. And I'm really excited to see how this turns out, actually. It should be really pretty. So I had to glue the top on. I ended up gluing it all the way down there. I was just going to glue in the holes. That was really, I don't know why that didn't stay on, but it just didn't. And I'm also going to glue the leg on. I'll just glue it down in the middle. It would be easier, I thought, and also I didn't want to drill a big hole into the bottom of this. I let these dry overnight, and in the morning I could start to assemble them, put the doors back on and see what that looked like. I tried to put the door fronts back on without taking this piece off, but I couldn't. It just sort of was very awkward. When I took it out, it was a bit hard. So what I decided to do is just take the whole mechanism out and then screw it on and then put the mechanism and the whole door back in at once. And that was so easy. All I had to do was slide that through and tighten up the screws there. I'm so happy. It actually worked. Can't believe it. Yay! That looks so good. I was afraid that they wouldn't go on properly just because of the width at the edge, the width of these panels at the edge. I thought maybe it wouldn't fit through here, but I'm so pleased with that.
I knew it would work from the beginning.
Yeah, right. You had faith in me. It was a bit more difficult, the second one, but I just kept adjusting the screws and it was all good. Ah, that's much better. Perfect. I remember now from last time when I did the buffet that there are two screws. This one that will attach and keep the door in place, but then this screw here will adjust the height and the level of the door. So this one here, and what I had to do here was loosen the screw that I was attaching the door with and tighten this one here. And it's just a matter of fiddling around with it a little bit. And now it fits perfectly, because before it was quite crooked at the top and now it's quite level. So this screw here adjusts the level. So that's perfect. I'll just have another look at this one. Now this one's perfect. So I must have just been a bit lucky with that. I could lift it up a little maybe. I might try to fiddle with that too and see what I can do, but oh, I'm so pleased with those. They look so pretty. And so now what I'm going to do is join them together, and my thought is that I will glue them. I will get the clamps to hold them in place. When it's time to move them back against the wall to put them in place for the TV, I'll keep the clamps in place. What I'm going to do is get some of these panels. I've got heaps of these left over, and I will just glue them on the front so you're not going to see the gap, because that's sort of what I was a bit concerned about, was the gap that you could see or the join, but this will cover it. So that was easy enough to do actually. I just used my hard as nails glue again and glued both sides, pushed them together and joined them together with the clamps. I had 2 on the front and 2 on the back, and that was all good. I could have left it like that without doing anything to the joins, I guess. I wasn't happy actually with that though. I just didn't think it looked finished off. So what I did, like I said before, is I got some of the slats, the bamboo slats that I had left over, and I did have a lot left over. I probably had one whole tray left over plus offcuts out of 3 trays, and I glued it onto the front, and I also put one at the top. I actually didn't glue that down, but it did stick because it had some of the stickiness left from the canvas. I thought, just in case, to see what it looked like, I just left that unglued, but it still looks good. I don't really need to touch that anyway. So all in all, I absolutely love this piece. I think it's so pretty. I can't believe it actually. It just turned out so well. David, Georgia, everyone comments on it and says how lovely it is. And I got David to help me put everything back together, move it over to the wall, put the TV on. And yes, I love it. I don't know what you think. I just think it's a great makeover and upcycle for a cheap piece of furniture, 2 cheap pieces of furniture and a cheap tray. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it's a hack that you might want to try in the future. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in next week's video. Have a great week, and bye for now. To make sure that the paper was covered, and then the very first line I drew just before, I made sure that lined up so that I knew that the first piece would be straight and everything would be good from there.